So don't let me forget to give you those vegetables at the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Christina is looking forward to zucchini.
Great. My CSA is kicking my ass right now, folks. I got more vegetables than the food co-op across town. I need to start getting rid of them, so you're going to take some off my hands.
That's right.
Unfortunately, you're not taking kohlrabi off my hands.
The great mystery that is kohlrabi.
Well, the problem with kohlrabi is that it kind of tastes like radishes, it kind of tastes like cabbage, it kind of tastes like apple, but all three of those things are better tasting than kohlrabi.
You're also giving me a little bit of dill. Yeah, I've never really used dill before. I'll start experimenting, and I looked up recipes you use with dill. Outside of the pickle world, I really don't know what dill is for.
It's too late. You still got to take it.
I'm taking it. I'm gonna find something here.
And hey, if you want lettuce, I can give you lettuce too.
Oh, we probably want lettuce. And when you don't want to cook food, salads.
Unfortunately, I don't like salad.
Have you considered dressings? Because that's really, you don't eat it for the flavor of lettuce.
Yeah.
Lorenzo does, but he's a weirdo.
Okay, I can no longer see you, so let's start the show.
My son's a weirdo, I say, while dressed like this.
Hello, basement fans, and welcome to Unboxing. We've got our masks on, and we're ready to open some boxes, and we're ready to thank some donors who go to welcometothebasementshow.com and contribute.
People like these people.
Jeff, Anthony, Lindsay, Abraham, Andrea, Brian, David, Gill, Carlock Services, Eric, Thomas, Kieran, Grant, Catherine, Stephanie, Nathan, Harrison, Stephen, B.A., Mikey D., Chris, Michael, Laura, Kai, Brett, J.P., Sean, Maurizio, Kendall, Mark, and Jenny.
Thank you all.
The rest of our donors later in the show.
It's true.
Brendan says, to keep my nephews entertained during lockdown, I've been sending postcards on a fantasy trip around the world. I ended up buying a few duplicates, so I thought I'd send you one today. Thanks for your hard work. This is from Acadia National State Park.
Oh, I've been there. You can go there. You can be the first person in the United States to see the sunrise in the morning.
Niall from Cardiff. Just sending a positive message your way during COVID. I've been rewatching the show to keep busy during the lockdown, so thank you all for that.
All right. Thank you, you wonderful Welshman. I'm glad you exist. We're glad all of you exist.
This is the Manitoba Legislative Building. This is from John. Greetings, Matt, Craig, and Tona. The pandemic has been more tolerable thanks to vicariously hanging out with you on YouTube. The catalog is always thoughtful and ever entertaining. Special shout out for Tona working behind the scenes to make this show happen. Thank you, John.
Yes, thank you. Oh, I missed it. You know what probably also makes the pandemic more tolerable? Being in Canada. You people are smarter up there.
Thank you, John.
Sean Henry says, aloha from Hawaii. Not necessarily from Hawaii, but at least from an island in the Pacific. Apart from Hard Ticket, of course, any favorite Hawaiian or Alaskan movies? I did like that movie 30 Days of Night. I enjoyed that.
John Sayles' movie Limbo. That's a movie that takes place in Alaska.
The Descendants, of course.
Which I haven't seen.
Oh, it's very good.
I know. I know.
And T.A. Eggleston says, replacement postcard. Beware of vandals.
All right.
This is an envelope from Tristan in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Hope you're hanging in there down in Florida. It's kind of rough right now. He recently was forced to move on from a girl who he's involved with for 4 years. It was mostly his fault because he's a dumbass. His word.
I've been a dumbass myself.
Took it badly. Seriously contemplated self-harm and suicide. Oh, jeez. And when he was feeling on his lowest, he would watch our show. You guys are literally the only two people on Earth who could keep such self-destructive thoughts and longings at bay. And I really mean that. During the darkest days of my life, you guys were there for me and you didn't even know it.
We assure you we're not the only two people on Earth who can do that for you. And the important thing that I've learned from being a dumbass in my romantic past is that you have to learn. I'm sure you'll make wiser decisions farther down the line, because mistakes are how we gain wisdom.
He says that without you guys and Tona, I wouldn't be here right now. You guys put more into this strange world than just laughs, and I thought you should know that. Well, Tristan, that's a very touching letter. He sends us a thumb kiss. I'd like to give you one back, but I'm not sure I technically can. That's not a thumb kiss. Cool. Well, Tristan, hang in there. It's only going to get easier as the days pass, so just keep that in mind. We have some fan art. Here are some album covers imagined by Tim Lemire. There's one. There's another. And there's another. I like the ringwear. That's a nice touch. And then we also have some fan art from Nick D'Angelo. A little tribute to Cartoon June. And I see a little Sadie cat down there among the film cans.
Meow.
It is now time to answer viewer questions. Tim Lemire, speak of the devil, writes, I'd argue that Robert De Niro's character in Joker, Murray Franklin, isn't supposed to be funny. He's like late period Carson. He's an institution who gets laughs largely because his audience has been conditioned to laugh. Okay, I can see that. As for De Niro himself, anyone's entitled to think that he isn't or can't be funny. Ah, Tim, that's a very important distinction. I don't think he can't be funny. I think he isn't funny. Anyone with his acting abilities, of course, can deliver humor and deliver jokes. He's always got a strong comedian to lean on. He's got Ben Stiller in Meet the Parents. He's got Billy Crystal in Analyze This. Particularly in The King of Comedy, the comedy's not coming from him. He's playing an unfunny comedian. The comedy's coming from Sandra Bernhard and Jerry Lewis. So he's always got to have a strong comedian to kind of bounce off of. In the movie The Comedian, the worst movie ever made, he doesn't have that. He's the comic, and he's not able to do it.
Funny Bones, Jerry Lewis is in that too.
I've seen that.
And it's about the son of a comedian who wants to be funny himself.
Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt, and his father, Jerry Lewis, who is a successful comedian, just straight up tells him, "You weren't you weren't born with funny bones."
Well, wait. Here's the line.
What's the line?
Some people are funny. They just have funny bones. They can't help it. Some people can do funny. You're neither.
So De Niro can do funny.
I think so, yeah.
Nathan E. Harvey writes, forced to pick one, what post-apocalyptic movie world would you choose to live in? The Stand. I know it's a horrible thing to say right now while I have a mask on. I just find it fascinating, everyone's gone, and now what do we do?
But everyone's not gone. 1% of the people are still roaming around out there, and most of them have guns.
Yes.
You know a post-apocalyptic world where everyone is gone, except for you. That episode of The Twilight Zone where Burgess Meredith goes to sleep in a bank vault, and he comes out, and the world is his.
Time Enough at Last. That's the name of that one.
There's piles of books and canned goods everywhere you look, and he's just found the solitude he needs. I wouldn't want to personally live there, but that's the most appealing post-apocalypse I can think of. Let's open a couple packages.
Hey, let's. I'm going to open up this one. This one has traveled around with me in all the locations that I filmed with, and I was supposed to bring it last time to finally open up.
This is from Danny in Montreal, Quebec. Danny says, you guys have absolutely the best show on the web. Here's perhaps my favorite movie of all time. Check it out. Also, what are your guys' favorite Smiths songs?
Just listening to the Smiths today.
I have an answer, and it's not probably the one you expect. My favorite Smiths song is Sheila Take a Bow.
It is.
It hits me deeply on a lot of weird levels.
It's a wonderful pop song, but on such an unpop topic that I'm fascinated with. Cemetery Gates.
Yeah.
Basically a song about calling out your friend the poet, for being a plagiarist.
Oh, and he's wrapped it in Smith's wrapping paper.
Oh.
Favorite movie of all time? It is Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, that's a delightful movie.
I'm not sure I've seen this.
Well, it's only 11 months until Cartoon June.
That's true.
This is from Molly in St. Cloud, Florida. Hello, and thank you for all your hard work on Welcome to the Basement. I'm very thankful for the insightful, witty, and always entertaining moments you share with the world. My husband and I watch like clockwork every time a new episode airs. For some time I've been meaning to send you a letter, and I'm a longtime fan of the anime franchise Lupin III. This would be the Castle of Cagliostro.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this.
She attaches a list of some of the Lupin properties most easily available to us Western audiences.
We get a lot of records in our P.O. box, and I make an effort to listen to them. And I'm going to talk about two of them today. The theme for today is boys. First off, we have Fish Boy, Art Guards. This is kind of whimsical, sort of folk rock. Titles such as Aspiring Lighting Technician, Former Performance Artist, Ex-Pitcher. Oh, it's all about professions. Actor, doctor. These are very well-written songs with interesting lyrics. The problem is I don't really like the guy's voice. He's got a kind of high, warbly voice, like a little like Daniel Johnston, a little bit like Stuart, what's his name, from Belle and Sebastian. And it's just not my cup of tea. Now, this is what I worry about. When I get records from bands I've never heard of, I always wonder if you're sending me the record of your band. If that's the case, and you might even be the vocalist who sent this to me, please don't feel bad. I'm not saying your voice is bad, it's just not for me. And next up, we have Cave Boy. Now, I want you to look at this cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to think about what you think the music sounds like. Don't tell me. Just think about it.
Okay.
Without me knowing what you think this music sounds like, I'm just going to tell you that you're wrong. This is sort of indie pop music. This music kind of sounds like the Chromatics, Ariel Pink's Haunted motel, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. Haunted something. There's another group.
Dressy Bessie.
I'm expecting punk rock music here. I'm expecting Sleater-Kinney.
I'm looking at Sleater-Kinney. Then.
But if you look at this T-shirt, it looks like a punk T-shirt, but it says Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand written in Metallica font.
Yeah, so that's a clue for you.
Yes.
This is really good stuff. It's really well made. It's a little too poppy for me, but I still enjoyed listening to it.
Hey, we have more donors that need to be mentioned. That deserve to be mentioned. Robert, Jawaka Records and Things. John, Gray, Tabitha, Amy, Joan, Christopher, Jonathan, Andrew. Corey, Danielle, Paul, Jorge, and Stephen. Vincent, Sarah, Vance, Daniel, and Eden. Jared, Jeremy, Reiner, Luke, Austin, and Bridget.
I'll give you a different type of thumb kiss. Okay, let's open our last 2 packages. I want that big box.
I know you do.
Oh, man, it is really heavy. This is from Alec G. in Hartsville, South Carolina. On the inside flap of this, for some reason, it's written Nicolas Cage. It says Nicolas Cage right there.
This is from Mitchell, who says, I love the show and I love both of you. It's a continuation of our run of anime movies today. Millennium Actress.
Wow. Okay, Alex says... This Nicolas Cage collection started as a way for my partner and I to spend time together. It's been 8 years since we met, and around the same time he showed me your show. Your movie reviews and board games bring us laughter, smiles, and joy. We hope that even though we don't collect these anymore, you guys can still enjoy them. This Nicolas Cage collection. Stay healthy, stay safe, and please stay on that old leather couch. Alec and... Ani? I think that's what it is.
How do you spell it?
I can't read the letters.
Oh, well then.
So here we have the Nicolas Cage collection. Wild at Heart. Wind Talkers. Amos and Andrew. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through all these. Season of the Witch. Kiss of Death. Knowing. Ghost Rider limited edition figurine. I pass my Nick Cage collection on to you folks. I no longer have room for it, and you may do with it what you wish. Thank you, Alec. This is a huge box of Nicolas Cage movies. I can't... Deadfall, Drive Angry. Movies I haven't even heard of. 8mm. I saw the trailer for that. The Family Man. Oh, I hate The Family Man. It's so bad. Is this... No, The Weatherman is the one I hate. I'm sure it's in here. The Weatherman. This movie sucks. I hated it. Lord of War. Guarding Tess.
Shirley MacLaine.
Honeymoon in Vegas. I saw that in the theater.
Never saw it.
I can't believe what I'm looking at. I can't believe that this is here. Another Amos and Andrew.
That's 2 of them.
Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. The funniest iguanas you'll ever see.
This is one I've been wanting to see for a long time.
Well, all that's left now is for Craig to recommend an episode from our vast back catalog for you to watch or rewatch.
I would say the episode you should check out would be our Left Behind episode.
Starring Mr. Nicolas Cage, and it's probably in this box somewhere.
The movie is a blast because of how bad it is, and I think we had a good time watching it.
And I recommend you join us next week for Welcome to the Basement, and I also recommend you watch this.